We are a social media marketing firm focused on profiling the top businesses in Las Vegas.
Meet Robert Richman, founder of Zappos Insights, which was once an in-house publication for Zappos.com, then became a driving force for cultural changes in the workplace. So Rob, first of all, I would like to start this interview out with thanking you for having us here.
My pleasure.
It's amazing. You seem like a really awesome guy, so that's always a plus.
Thank you.
So how did you find your way to Vegas?
Yeah, I was living in LA at the time, and I was representing best-selling business book authors, marketing their books. And one's called Tribal Leadership, and it's all about culture and upgrading culture. And I got a copy to Tony Hsieh of Zappos, because I heard so much about the culture at Zappos. And Tony had a plan for something called Zappos Insights, which is actually a business around the culture itself. So many people were asking about how do you create a great culture, and wanting to meet with so many people within Zappos, that there was a real business opportunity there. So I first came in as a consultant, launched the first event, the first paid event really for Zappos, and then it turned into a business, and I came to run the department full time.
Nice. Now, what is corporate culture? You're talking about all this culture. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I oftentimes ask people, what do they think culture is? And I've heard hundreds of different answers. But culture itself, I've really come to believe, is the feeling that you get when you're at any organization or place. And you can feel it immediately when you walk into a room. And Zappos has become really well known for being a culture where everybody really loves to work there. Everybody's happy all the time, and you get it instantly. Right when you walk in the door, you can tell people are just very, very happy.
Could you tell us some interesting stories about working at Zappos, maybe some work drama, you know, some ups and downs?
Yeah, you know, people sometimes compare it to being like high school or summer camp there because it's just got such a young, fun flavor to it. In fact, the all hands meetings, when the whole office shuts down to have a half-day meeting, it's actually more like a Broadway musical than anything. There's actually dance numbers and videos and skits, and so it's literally like created drama there. It's like a camp show.
You are now a Las Vegas public speaker.
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I speak at conferences here, at keynotes. I also travel to companies for their events and to be on site, and I speak about company culture, about outstanding service, the connection between culture and service, and also creating a culture of innovation.
Okay, so you've traveled in the US all over. How about the world?
Yeah, I've traveled to Malaysia to speak, to Ireland. I actually spoke at Google headquarters, Europe, which is in Dublin, and spoke to them about their new customer service program, which is through the phone, which is new for them. So I spoke to them and developed workshops for them around connecting their culture to developing more of a culture of service for their new phone offering.
So you've traveled the world. I mean, you've spoke to thousands of people, and you are now coming out with a book, correct? Okay, tell us a little bit about that book.
Yeah, it's called The Culture Blueprint. It's based on 3 years of research that I did, not only about Zappos as a culture, but all the other companies that went through there and the ones that I visited, and started to recognize trends as to what makes up for culture and how it really operates, and what leverage points there are that you can use to shift it or change it and create the culture that you want. So it's an actual plan, a blueprint for anybody who wants to impact a culture, whether it's a CEO or somebody who's just really passionate about their company and wants to create a great place to work where people enjoy going every day.
So do you have any quotes that you like to follow?
Yeah, all kinds. There's several that I've developed. One that's guiding it that is not mine is Culture Eats Strategy for Breakfast, which is just to say that no matter where you think it's going, the culture is really driving it more than anybody else. Culture is always co-created. It's never simply created, meaning it's the responsibility and production of every single person within there.
So you've you've done a lot of successful things in your lifetime, I'm sure, and as we all know. Can you, what other successful things have you done?
I would say, like, as for a moment, it was a moment where I started a web development company with friends in Washington, D.C. And one of the pinnacle moments of that was going up against a huge Microsoft-backed web development company for a major consulting firm in D.C. And I was going against my own mentor to get the deal. And through our meetings and getting to know the client, really figured out what they wanted and had a great relationship there and beat out a much bigger company to get the deal and help them with their web presence. So that was a big moment for me.
Can you describe the moment when you knew that you were part of something in Las Vegas?
Yeah, there was a great moment where the boot camp that we developed in Zappos Insights, during the early stages of it, we would have the dinner portion at Tony's house. And we got there and gathered for that celebration. And I saw them all just completely lit up and loving life and recharged about their business and excited. And they were from such different walks of life and areas of business, and yet they all got it.
How does the business take advantage of the culture?
Yeah, well, the first step is to recognize that it's always on. Culture is never off or started. It's always there. There's always a culture going on. So the first step is really understanding what is going on. And then once they understand that, then you can start to look for things. One of the things I advise people to do with the culture immediately is actually see what can you destroy. Because it takes years to build something, but you can destroy something in an instant. So if something's not working well, then you can take that away quickly and boom, improve the culture.
Yeah, you're clearly really passionate about the corporate culture. What inspired you?
Companies, all they are is huge groups of people together. And I realized that if I can figure out the secrets to helping people on a corporate level, on a group level that way, like that's what can really transform the world, because that's where we go every day. So if we figure out the workplace, if we figure out how to create this as a great place where everybody loves to be and be happy, then that could hold the answer to really making everybody happy in the world and sharing that. And that's what excites me.
You are really busy. What do you do away from all of this, away from the work, away from the business?
Oh, I love cycling. I love hiking through Red Rock. Yoga is really nice. I love meditating and just sleeping. It's really enjoyable.
Sleeping is always a good one.
Yeah.
I agree. Some companies don't see the corporate culture effective in a short run. How can it be effective in the long run?
These things don't affect it so much in the short term for the bottom line. But if you believe in this, if you believe that the energy of your team is going to have a direct impact on the results of the company, then these kind of cultural initiatives can free up a lot of energy that you can then use toward these strategies.
Okay, great. And you're starting something else, or how long have you been doing this reboot? The Weekend Reboot.
So Weekend Reboot, yeah, it's at weekendreboot.com. It started off with just friends simply visiting me here in Vegas. And I realized how powerful it is to be here in Vegas. I really feel there's an energy vortex here, and people really get to come here and get away and really rethink about their lives.
So you're helping a lot.
I love helping. It's a lot of fun.
That's good. Is there anything else that you would want to tell all the Las Vegas professionals out there today?
Well, I would say that, like, what I see happening with Vegas right now is it's really going to be expanding into, for one, a tech boom. So I think that we're going to see more and more businesses coming here as a hub. And the other thing that I've realized about Vegas is it's an amazing place of change, where if you just ask anyone, how did they get here? And you hear the most amazing stories of people coming here and very quickly shifting their lives and having something happen. Whatever their thoughts are in Vegas, I think Vegas is going to take off beyond what we've ever thought it would be.
I agree with you there. I really do. All right, thank you very much, Robert, for chatting with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now, back to the music.
Thank you for watching Las Vegas Revealed. I'm Angel French. If you'd like to be the next business profiled on Las Vegas Revealed, contact us directly.